Welcome to Compai's Expat Channel. I'm Compai. I am Sosua's voice of reason. Guys, Club Residential passed a new resolution that affects property owners who rent to the guys who come down here for the pay for play. So guys, let's get into this. But before we do that, this is my business. This is Casa De Compai. Yes, I'm Chica friendly. A lot of people ask me that. Absolutely, you got to be Chica friendly down here in Sosua. But when you stay at Casa De Compai, in one of my one bedrooms that you're looking at, you got two 55-inch TVs, you got a full kitchen, you got a sofa, you got a super well-equipped kitchen, you got a table for two, aircon throughout, mood lighting. Guys, what makes Casa De Compai special is I'm the only owner. I own the whole thing. And that keeps me out of hot water, like we're going to talk about in this video with Club Residential. I control everything. I don't have to answer to anyone else other than my client's needs. So guys, I set my places up to be a great short-term vacation or a great monthly stay. Anything you want or need, you have in Casa De Compai. So guys, let's get into this. What is going on? Well, basically, yesterday, Club Residential had their yearly meeting. What they said when at 11 o'clock, when the restaurant's closed and the office is closed, if you're a renter and you want to bring in one of your girls, that restaurant's closed, that's office closed. If she wasn't registered during the day, you can't bring her in until 7 o'clock in the morning when they reopen the restaurant and the office. So guys, let me say that again. If you're renting in Club Residential and you don't have a date registered by 11 o'clock, you cannot bring them in. The guards won't permit it. How does that affect things? Well, all those guys that go to the casinos specifically for a date, it takes you right out of the ballgame. What are you going to do? Wait till 7 o'clock in the morning? Sure, I'd have guys in Casa De Compai who come rolling in at 7 o'clock in the morning, but not everybody wants to. From 11 o'clock to 7 o'clock, if your date is not registered, she can't come in. That basically takes out that whole market. So why is that important? Well, it's important for the guys that have bought properties to rent to that market, the guys who come down here pay for play. It basically makes your condo less marketable, less desirable. How many people do you know who come down here who go to the casino? A lot. That's the place to go. You got your spots downtown, you got your spot on the beach, and then you got the casino. So that changes everything. And what I really want to get into is, and I've done videos on this in the past. I'm going to list them, the links down below, where I talk very specifically on if you're thinking of coming down here, being an investor, dumping some money in condos to rent out to the guys who are pay for play, you better read the bylaws. You better make sure your client base is in line with their behavior, with the standard of living, with the quality of life that condo administration wants to have. I talk very extensively how your gated communities have changed behavior, what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. Well, now your higher-end condo complexes are doing the same thing. So if you're coming down here looking to get into doing what I do, guys, you got to do your homework. It's more important now than ever. Now, where do I think this is going? I think Club Residential is the first. I think you're going to see other condo complexes change their bylaws to limit the behavior of the pay for play. Now, listen, as I said earlier in the video, I have nothing against pay for play. It's always going to be here, but it's in the context of how it's done. It's not a cultural shift. It's a lot of guys might want to make it a racial thing. It's not a racial thing. It's an economic decision. I bought my first condo down here for 76,000 American dollars, furnished. That was back in 2010. People are now buying them same condos for 115, 120. The value of these condos has gone up. And with that, the owners who are spending that kind of money, they don't want certain behavior. They want to be able to bring their wives, maybe their children. It's what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. And that's what you've seen happen in Club Residential. So when the owners met and they had their meeting, the owners are the ones who changed this. This is the people who want to see their condo complex go in a certain direction. Now, there was a group who were adamantly opposed to it, and they were the investors that market their condos to the renters who do the pay-for-play. So my point that I really want to stress is know where you're renting. If you're that investor, know where you want to buy. Know the place where you can run the kind of business you want to run. It's hard enough doing business down here with the horrible electricity, the inadequate water, horrible internet. There's just so many other things that go into running a business. But when you're fighting your fellow owners, when you're going up against condo administrations, when they're changing rules to limit your income potential, you really need to rethink you wanting to do business in that condo complex. And guys, mark my word, I said this was going to happen months ago. Look at my videos. I talk about this more than once. I say this all the time. Things are changing down here. So it will always be pay for play. You will always have that. It's just how it's done. The in-your-face, and I'm not talking downtown. I'm talking in gated communities, and I'm talking in condo complexes. That's where the big changes right now are happening, because the owners, the people who live there, they don't want to see it. So guys, I want to see everybody be successful. I want to see everybody enjoy their time down here in Sosua. Sosua is everything to everybody. It's just there's an ebb and flow to it. Things change, things move. So if you're that investor, guys, you really, really need to know where you're putting your money. This is why I say many times in many videos, do not buy multiple condos in one condo complex. I know guys that got 3 or 4. I know a couple guys. I know one guy who's pushing 5. That's nuts. Yes, you think, well, I got 5 votes. Each condo he owns has 5 votes. But if the majority still don't like your client base, they have an issue with how you're running your business. It doesn't matter how much money you put into your condos. It doesn't matter how nice they look on the inside. If you're affecting somebody's quality of life, things are going to change. So guys, with that being said, if you're going to come down here, you're going to buy, do your homework. Know the value system, the bylaws of the condo complex or gated community that you're buying in, that it aligns with your behavior. Where I live, I absolutely love it because it's quiet. They don't allow screaming, yelling, music. You can't even have your chicas walking down the street. You taxi in, taxi out. I like that because that's how I want to live, and I found a place that shares my mentality, my belief system, my quality of life. So guys, take that as a grain of salt. I'm just relaying what happened this week. So guys, things are changing, and they're changing by the owners of property. So like I said, that's what it is. That's what happened. So guys, remember, keep personal private and private personal. And also, make sure you're subscribed to Compai's expat channel, because I had 300 subscribers get unsubscribed. So make sure you're subscribed, and please hit the like button. Please share. If you're looking for a place to rent, Casa De Compai. I'm the only owner. I run my complex the way that I wish. And yes, you can bring back a Chica at Casa De Compai at 3 in the morning. I don't care. So, guys, peace out. Be safe.